Hey, good morning to you. It's Friday. It's Friday. It's time to get freaky and naked. Hey, what's happening? How's everybody doing this Friday? Hope everybody's having a good. Hope you had a good sleep. Good sleep. Hope that everything is going your way. Hope everything is fine with you. Yes, Lord. Friday. We always want Friday. Yes, sirree. Hey, this is Oz on Smash Bros Radio, the only digital award-winning radio station located in Birmingham. Appreciate you stopping in. Appreciate you allowing me to stop in with you. You can find Smash Bros on YouTube. You can find us on Instagram as well as Facebook. And we appreciate you. If you have not done so, please like, follow, share, and subscribe. As well as if you have not downloaded our app, please download our app so that way we can go everywhere you go. We would appreciate you very much. We sure would. So, also as for myself, you can find me practically everywhere. I mean, shoot, I got, what is it, on Facebook, I'm on Instagram, I'm on YouTube, on Twitter, and TikTok. So, check me out if you will. Check me out if you will. Hey, we got an annual mentoring camping trip coming up June 21st to the 23rd. Join the Man Project for a weekend camping trip empowering young males with outdoor survival skills and team building activities. Camping trip highlights include archery, canoeing, fishing, swimming, tug of war. They will be leaving out at Oak Mountain State Park. They'll be going to Oak Mountain State Park. They'll be departing from Crescent Culture Community Center. For more information, you can contact www.tmanproject.org. I think this is the 4th or the 5th annual camp out. And you'd be surprised at the way that kids are so resilient. I mean, they just have this ability to spring back, and this is a way of giving them another way of looking at things and teaching them things, and it's just all the way around good for everybody. Also, do not forget November 9th, 2024 at the Bessemer Civic Center, 1130 9th Avenue Southwest, Bessemer, Alabama. Smash Bros Radio and Oz is happily sponsoring the Southern Bully Showdown 2, being presented by 1888 Bully Kennel. For more information, you can contact Dewan Hall at 205-460-6435, 205-460-6435. Contact the zone. If you are a breeder, if you are a kennel, if you are a vendor, if you have a food truck, get in touch with Dewan. There's still spaces that are open. If you've never attended a dog show, this is a good way of understanding exactly what the breed is all about. Also, if you are looking into purchasing a bully, this is a way of connecting with authentic, genuine, true breeders and kennels. But just keep in mind that you get what you paid for. Everybody that's selling bullies aren't necessarily reputable, but at this show you will find reputable breeders as well as kennels. So please come out. Also, if you need keys or if you need locks changed, get in touch with Dominique Waters, 205-997-0071. Dominique Waters, 205-997-0071. Emergency Key Services. He will hook you up. He will get you straight. He can add locks. He can make keys. He's the key man. We appreciate you. Appreciate you tremendously. What is going on with you this morning? Hope you had your little, what is it, bacon smoke or smoking break, or what is it, bacon, whatever it is. Hope you got whatever energy you need. Hope you got it. So it's Friday. Time to get freaky. Time to get naked. Time to enjoy yourself. Going to make it an easy day today. Hey, we got a lot going on. Parents. I just want to give you a shout out because I know that it is extremely hard and difficult for parents now because of everything that is going on. And parents, we want you to know that you are not forgotten. You are in our thoughts. You are in our prayers, because I cannot even imagine what it's like to have a family, to have children, to have older adults to take care of. And that's also going down for the caregivers. You are admired and loved because you have a lot on your plate. So shout out to all the parents. Shout out to all the caregivers. And make it a point. Try to get into a point that every weekend or every other weekend or something during the month that you focus on those individuals that mean a lot to you. As I told y'all yesterday, I got some disheartening news about one of my favorite parents passing away, and it was a shock. So, if you haven't, we got to get in the habit to where we have to start recreating this bond that the elders had. Uh, Families are important. Families play an important part of raising and being part of something. Uh, and I understand, and I'm the one to talk because I have always been the loner. I went to the gatherings because I had no other choice, because my grandmother expected it. And back there in my day, you always did what the elders told you to do. Sometimes it was requesting, they requested or asked, but most of the time they told you what you're supposed to do. And because of that, we did. And so it's time to uh, go back to the basic. It's time to, if there is any type of miscommunications or misunderstanding, this is a time. We are in the middle of 2024, and this is a time for reconciliation. This is time for revamping. This is time of regrouping. This time of catching our breaths. This is a time of setting boundaries. This is a time of understanding each other. You listen, I don't have to agree with you. I don't have to, but I have to give you the respect. And I think that's where the problem comes in, that we don't have the respect that we did a long time ago. So it's time to, I don't have to like you, but I have to respect you. And so the way that I was raised, I came from a large family. I usually stayed to myself. I wasn't into all that camaraderie. I, I didn't like all the camaraderie. But I understood what the grandparents and the aunts and the uncles understood about the foundation. And I think that there has to be some type of solid foundation for the family to continue to grow, to continue to progress, to continue to bring something to, or bring substance to the family. So this is a time to do it. This is a time to do it. And yes, there's a lot going on. And yes, you may not think that you have enough time, but listen, I never disrespected any of the elders. I may not have agreed with them, but I never disrespected my parents. I never disrespected my grandparents. I never disrespected the elders. I always see, when I was raised to know your place, stay in your place, accept your place. And that's what I did. I knew my place as the eldest of the grandchildren. There were certain responsibilities that I had to do. There were certain obligations that I had to do. So, and I did them. So if anyone were to pass, I didn't have any regrets because I stood in my place. I stayed in my place. And I always respected. So there wasn't any regrets or any type of apologies that I had to make because I did what I was supposed to. I did. And then when I think I told y'all that before I turned 60, I told everybody that if I have done anything that you feel that I should apologize for, if you feel that there are questions that require answers, well, then you need to get in touch with me before I turn 60. Before January 29th at 5:15 a.m. in the morning, you better rectify everything now, because once I turn 60 years old, that's it. I start brand new. The slate is clean. Slate is clean. So if there's any misunderstanding, that's on you. That's not on me. Get over it. Go about your way. Leave me the hell alone. That's how I've always been. That's the only way I know how to be. So 2024 is, I have always focused on and emphasized, this is a year for us to regroup. This is a year for us to make progresses. This is a year to make outlines, to make dreams, to make goals, make expectations. Some of you have your teenagers going off to college. Some of you have them going to high school. This is a time to spend time with those individuals that mean a lot to you. Call them. Just calling you, seeing if you need anything. I don't have much time, but I'm just calling you to let you know you on my mind. And you know I love you. You know I love you. So just checking with you. Hopefully I get to see you this weekend. But make a point of seeing those individuals that mean a lot to you. Let them know. Sometimes showing appreciation. That was one of my major problems. In my earlier days, I did not know how to show appreciation. And being the haughty and being the obnoxious child that I was, my grandmother was all the elders were saying that, well, you just don't show appreciation. You just don't have. And I'm thinking in my head, bitches, please. I'm not going to kiss your ass. But it's not doing that. It's just knowing that you show individuals you appreciate what they're doing, because they don't have to do it. And that's why I have in the habit now that I always say, I appreciate you. And that goes a long way, especially when you're having a bad day or you're going through something, to know that someone has told you that very simple phrase, I appreciate you. You'd be surprised. I believe in acknowledging individual. I believe in the power of hugs. I believe in the power of prayers. I mean, you can't get when you know. And see, everybody don't know how to hug, but there's that special, what I call those special grandmama's hugs. And if you have an aunt that was endowed and all, you just love to be hugged because your nose was in between the breast and all, and it's just the most comforting feeling to know. And to have your head just against the chest. A hug will go a long way. A hug is a hug. When I was teaching, I gave my kids hugs because I understood. Sometimes you just need a hug. Sometimes you just need that reassurance that you're going to be okay. I believe in you. I have faith in you. You're going to be good. Trust me. You're going to be okay. This too will pass. And that's how we have to get that. Yes, there's so much bombarding us now from left and right, upside, downside, whatever. We have to remember that, hey, this too will pass. And we're going to be okay. And it's okay not to be okay. You understand that? It is okay not to be okay. You can't be up all the time. Sometimes you're going to have those little low days, and that's cool. But never allow those low days to conquer you or to dictate to you or come up with the narrative for you. Because see, when it comes to our emotions, we control our emotions. We control them. So when somebody makes you mad, you allow that individual to make you mad. You allow that individual to hit those buttons, to do those triggers. And once you understand exactly that you have that much control and power, baby, please, you are totally free of all the bullshit. And nobody can't touch you. And that's going to make people mad. And that's okay too. You get mad. Be mad. Oh, so you mad? Okay. No, be mad. Because see, I'm happy. I'm good. You're going to be good. But you know that you have a special place. You have a special position in your family, that you have worth, you have value, that you have meaning, you have substance. You give so much, and you don't even know how much you're giving, but you give so much. Whether it's in your family, whether it's in your church, whether it's in the community, whether it's where you work, co-workers, associates, you give. And people know that you give. People understand that this individual, when it comes down to it, if anything needs to be done, this individual is the one to do it. But at the same time, you have to set up those boundaries to where people don't start using you like a doormat. And you can do it. You can do it. You can do it. It's time to enjoy yourselves. Have as much fun as you possibly can, because you deserve it. If you have a dream, if you have a goal, if you have something that you always want to do it. What have I always told you? Do you fuck them? You understand? That's how you're supposed to do it. Do you fuck them? You can't make everybody happy. You make yourself happy. Listen, if you can't be happy by yourself, if you can't make yourself happy, you can't make nobody else happy. Sure can. Sure can. You can't make anybody else happy. You are the one that controls everything about you. Understand that. You control everything about you. And you don't know who's watching you. You sure don't. You sure don't. And if you have started a business, if you are an entrepreneur, be the best. People don't seem to understand that when you set off on your own, that takes a lot of courage. That takes a lot of confidence that yes, I can do this. And if something doesn't go correct or doesn't go right or whatever, it's a learning experience. You learn from it. It's not a failure. It's a failure when you don't do it. It's a failure when you don't do it. It's not a failure when you're doing it and you make the little mistakes. That's with anything. That's with anything. But Friday, enjoy yourself. Enjoy yourself. Do what makes you happy. And sometimes it's good to be lazy. Nothing wrong with being lazy. Nothing wrong with it at all. Everybody needs to be lazy once in a while. Because when you have put so much energy into something, mentally, physically, spiritually, financially, sometimes it's best just to sit back, catch a second wind, drink a cup of coffee, have a mimosa. I love mimosas. Baby, please. Mimosas. Yes, Lord. But enjoy yourselves. Enjoy yourselves and know that you are loved. Know that you are admired. Know that you are cherished. Because you are. And that sounds cliche, but it is. You have to gather yourself together. You have to understand the importance that you bring. You have to also understand the importance that you have to yourself. You have to have that self-love. You have to have that self-determination, motivation, self tenacity. And if by chance you're not getting the support that you feel that you should, okay, fine. But you still persevere. And when it comes to a storm and all, you look the storm in the eye and say, listen, not today. I got this. Not today. May not be tomorrow, but not today. Not today. You take control. And you'd be surprised that you had control the whole time, but you just didn't know how to utilize it. You didn't know how to use it. You did not know how to put it into operation. So it's time. Parents, caregivers, you are well valued. You bring so much. And it may not seem like you're getting, but you're doing a lot. You're doing a lot more than what you think you are. You are stronger than you think you are. You have so much strength that you don't even know. And again, I know that it's hard, but trust me, you got this. And sometimes, you sometimes you just have to just scream and just let it out and just say, fuck this motherfucker. Fuck this. And you'd be surprised that just saying that, how that releases all that negativity. And sometimes you're going to have to cry, but it's not a cry of being pitiful or being, so no, it's a cry of releasing all the negativities, because sometimes it becomes so burdensome that you have to release it. The old folks, the elders had back in the backyard had a wall that I guess it resembled a those who play tennis. You had those backboards and all that you play. Well, there was this huge huge wall in the backyard, and the ants always had these glasses, these dishes. And when it got to the point to where it was so stressful, we would go out in the back and we would smash plates. We would throw the plates and cups and saucers and all up against the wall. And we would cry and we would holler and we would scream. But it was a way of releasing. When I first started teaching, there's a place up on off of Montezuma, uh, up on the hill, and beautiful homes. But there's a place to where I used to go, and I used to just cry and scream. And then as I got up older, and when I came back, I was like, I know these folks, because it was in the middle. It was a lawn in the middle of two beautiful homes that overlooks Birmingham. And these individuals allowed me to cry and to scream. And I appreciate them so much, because you need a release. That's why I would like to get some investors together and create this place to where you go, name it those damn plates or something, where when you have all this energy, and to have a contract with therapists to where they would send their clients, and you would come into these different rooms, and each room is set up in a different way. You have a beat up car, or you have all these breakables, and you have bats, and you have hammers and sledgehammers, and you just beat up the entire stuff. That is so much fun. It sounds crazy, and I guess really it is, but it releases so much energy. Just like when you get so much stress, you go to the gym. When you get so much stress, you go for a walk. It's exercise. Sometimes you get so emotionally burdened that you just want to hit something. And so you go to this place and you buy whatever, and you have an hour to where you just have a good ass time breaking shit, screaming, cussing, because it releases. Because that's what we need. We need to be released. We need to give up on this negativity. And you have to keep in mind that prayer goes a long way. And we have to keep in mind that once you have prayed, you have given whatever to that supreme being that you believe in, that you have faith in. And so once you have prayed, it's done. It's done. And he's going to do it in his own due time. But it's done. And you don't speak of it no more. You leave it alone. And then when you feel negativity coming in, those doubts coming in, you make sure that you erase those doubts, because you have already given whatever you have already asked for help. You have asked for guidance. You have asked for strength. And it's going to be done. So you don't allow negativity to come in. Because once you allow negativity to come in, you've taken it back. When I was diagnosed with myasthenia gravis, I went in and prayed. I was scared. I was scared. And that once I prayed and came out, my grandmother said, it's done. Because see, when I was diagnosed with myasthenia gravis, the doctor gave me 6 weeks to a year to live. I was going from sophomore to junior year. I was a mascot. So with me being a sophomore, going into my junior year, studying my major, my curriculum, that devastated me, scared me to death. How dare I have 6 weeks to a year to live when I'm just started living? So I went in and I prayed. I asked for guidance. I asked for strength. I asked for understanding, because I was scared. And then that was in 80, 81, 82. And here I am, 40 something years later. So you have to have that core belief in yourself. You have to have that foundation, that substance of knowing that you're going to be okay. You got this. Trust and believe. And you have to trust and you have to believe in the process. You have to. Everybody's gone through it. But once you've learned how to accept whatever, those things that you can change, you change. Those things that you can't, you deal with, and you learn how to maneuver around them or through them. Because you got this. And sometimes, you just say, do me, fuck you. And you'd be surprised. And then when you have those certain individuals who always, so like those summer gnats, always just smile at them. Just smile at them. Just give them, just look at them and smile and go back to your business. Sometimes you don't have to have a non-reaction is an action. Sometimes you don't have to respond. Just walk away. Because sometimes you don't have to respond. They want you to, but don't get caught up in that. Don't allow them to have that much power so that way you'll respond to some stupidity. Because I believe in you. I have faith in you. I know that you're going, whatever you decide that you're going to do, you're going to be good. I know this. It's Friday. Time to be freaky and naked. Wake and bake. That's what it is. Have you one of those little wake and bakes? Be surprised. Be surprised. But I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all stopping in. Have a wonderful week. Wonderful weekend. Be safe. Be careful. Know your value. Know your worth. Know that you control everything about you. Make sure that you contact individuals, your aunts, your mom, your dad. Let them know how much you appreciate them. And most importantly, know that I love you more than I love my luggage. I will see you Monday. Y'all take care.